Is my child a late talker or do they have a speech delay? What's the difference and why does it matter? Hi, I'm Emily Bauer, founder of The Speech Parent. I'm a speech language pathologist and the parent of a child who is overcoming his speech delay. I'm here to help you understand the difference between a late talker and a speech delay today. You've probably had some relative or friend just say, "Oh, your kid's a late talker," or maybe you've thought that too. "I was a late talker growing up. It's okay, my kid's a late talker. They'll talk eventually." 70 to 80% of kids that are late talkers do catch up to their peers by kindergarten, but 20 to 30% do not without special help and intervention. The key reason we want to know between if it's a late talker or a speech delay is, do we need to seek a speech language evaluation? Do we need to talk to a speech language therapist? Do we need to talk to their doctor? Do we need to get my child help? Let's break it down. First, what is a late talker? A late talker is a child who is typically developing normally in all areas except for speech. That means they're right on track for their milestones for crawling, walking, kicking a ball, jumping, all of the things, but they're still behind in speech. Another big key point for being a late talker is they have great comprehension and understanding. If you were to say, "Hey, it's time to leave. Go get your shoes," they could go do that, right? They could get your shoes, or you could say, "Hey, bring me the ball." They would bring you the ball because they understand what you're saying. Another key sign to being a late talker is that they use gestures and communicate nonverbally, even if they don't have the words that they're trying to say. So they probably wave, they probably nod, point to things, clap, all those types of things, and they show effort in trying to make the words and make the sounds. Typically, late talkers are very social, they're very interactive, but they just have trouble getting the words out that they want to say. If you're worried about your child, look at their development and look at the milestones and see how far apart they are. Is your child really behind on their speech and language milestones, or are they just a little bit behind? Once you look at the speech language milestones for your child's age, and then you consider how they're doing, you can make an informed decision on if it's time to talk to a doctor or talk to a speech language therapy clinic or school system or anywhere where you could get the service in your area. I'm going to have lots more videos that explain places that you can go to get speech therapy services, conversations you can prepare for with your doctor, and I've got all the milestones that you need linked in the description below. But if your child has a speech delay, it's okay. I've been through that with my own child, and I've helped lots of parents navigate the journey as well. It comes with a lot of feelings. It can be really stressful. It can make you very anxious. I understand exactly why you're feeling this way. I felt it too, and that is why I'm here to help you guys navigate this journey and to figure out how you can best serve your child and help them at home. If you think your child is a late talker and they've got great comprehension skills, they've got great nonverbal communication, they're very social, they just have trouble speaking, and they're still a toddler, I wouldn't be too worried. But if they're significantly behind their peers in the milestones, they're still not making progress each and every month, that is when we're a bit concerned and we want to go ahead and talk about getting an evaluation. The best thing you can do for your child, if you're worried, is to get a speech language evaluation. Because if you get an evaluation and they say, "Hey, your kid's doing fine, you don't have to worry about it, they're testing, inappropriate limits," then great. You can just have peace of mind knowing that you did everything you could to make sure that they were good, and they are. And if your child does need therapy services, the sooner the better. I cannot stress to you enough how important it is to get your child speech language therapy services earlier than later. There is such a difference in early intervention versus late intervention. If I get a child that is brought to me for speech language therapy, they're nonverbal, they're going into kindergarten or elementary school, and they've never had speech language therapy services before, it is so much harder to make progress with that child than if they were to have come to me at 1, 2, even 3 years old. So please, if you're concerned, if you're worried, go get a speech language evaluation. It doesn't hurt. And a lot of times you can get free evaluations through the public school system if you have certain insurance. There's lots of different options out there. If you think your child is a late talker and just want a little help with some little challenges and things you can do at home, Stay tuned to this channel, and I've got a little late talker challenge in the description below.